Chamohi Mahabahum Raghuviram Mahabalam Gajena Mahatayantam Ramam Chakravritananam. This is a shloka from Valmiki's Ramayana. Valmiki Ramayanam, it is seen that Dasharatha asks his courtiers. Dasharatha is said to have looked in the mirror when he sees one strand of white hair. So then he feels, oh, I'm too old. Maybe I should pass on the kingdom to the next person. So I will pass it on to Rama. So he asks the rest of his court, we want Rama. I'm thinking I'll make Rama the next king. What do you think? To which they say, Chamohi Mahabahum. We wish to see Raghuviram Mahabalam. That Raghuviram, that Mahabalam, that Rama. Gajena Mahatayantam. He to sit on an elephant and come after his coronation. Ramam Chakravritananam, underneath the shadow of the umbrella, the royal umbrella. They say this. They wish to see him come towards us. Why is this slokam taken for today? You look at that in today's Pāsuram. Maari muzhainjil mannikkiradandurangum. Siriya singam marivuttu thīvirittu. Verimayil ponga eppadum perudari mooyinamendu muzhangit purappattu. Podarama pole nee poovai poovanna un koyil ninnu ingane pondavidi. Koppuடைய சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திலிருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியம் ஆராய்ந்து அருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Before I get into the details of this shlokam, traditionally in the commentaries, this shlokam is shown as to show Sri Rama. However, nowhere in this Pāsuram do we see about anything about Rama. Let alone Rama, nowhere in this Pāsuram do we see anything about Perumal itself. We just see a description that sounds very much like National Geographic. I'll first give that first 4 lines, which is that description. And then afterwards, Andal gives us the answer in the next 4 lines as to why she is kind of saying this description. Maari malai muzhainjil mannikkiradandurangum. Maari. It refers to the rain. It's the rainy time. So you see in the first Pāsuram, we say, Margai tingal madhirendhanannanal. Margai, the word Margai, why is it called Margai this month? It's called Margai because it is after the rainy season, once the rain is over. Maari in Tamil refers to the rain. Kari, it is gone, it is over. So hence what is the rain usually refers to? It refers to when there's rain, there's not much clarity outside. It refers to the clarity is what Andal brought up in the first Pāsuram. Margai tingal. Now we are able to see the moon. So here also it says Maari malai muzhainjil. First the rain is coming, but then the rain is over. Malai muzhainjil. There's a cave. That from that cave out comes, on top of a mountain, there's a cave, this malai muzhainjil, this mountain cave. Mannikkiradandurangum. There's a singam, there's a lion that is sleeping inside that cave. Siriya singam. It is a lion, a very, you see a scary lion, right? The lion is sleeping inside. Siriya singam arivuttu thīvirittu. It suddenly wakes up. There's fire in its eyes. Verimayil ponga eppadum pendudari. It gets up and it shakes its head. It shakes its mane, and its mane has the smell of a lion. The very strong, majestic scent of a lion it has, and it shakes that very, very roughly. It comes out of its cave and it roars. This is what the meaning of the first 4 lines of this Pāsuram are. Nowhere in this do we see anything about Perumal. The question is asked, is Andal getting bored of this Gunanubhavam? We are all getting bored of this Gunanubhavam. Maybe that's why not many people are showing up. Make sure to show up. If you have come for the 50, at the end of the 30 days, Andal says, Tappame, we should hear all 30 Pāsurams. So make sure to show up for all Pāsurams. However, does Andal get bored of this Gunanubhavam as well? It's been so many days. Again, we are saying the same Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti. Perumal is the protector. Shashank is also repeating the same thing over and over again. It's getting boring for us, is it not? So Andal also is like, let's take a break. Let's turn on National Geographic and let's watch it. So she sees this first part. Is that what is happening here? No. Today is also a very important day. This Pāsuram actually refers to Rama. Rama is the one coming out of the cave. Rama is the one roaring. Rama is the one doing all of this. This Pāsuram can also be accredited to Krishna as well. Some people also say this Pāsuram can be accredited to Narasimha. However, the commentaries, it's not shown as such. However, mainly it's shown as Rama. Today is a very important day. Today is known as the Margaret, the Panchami. Today is the Panchami day. Today is the Tyagaraja Ayadana in Thiruvaiyar. Tyagaraja is today said to have attained Siddhi on this day. What is the significance of that? For Tyagaraja, who is considered the head of the entirety of the Carnatic Sangeetam, if there was no Tyagaraja, there's no Carnatic Sangeetam. For him, Rama was his everything. And so it's very fitting that today this Pasuram about Rama has come. He has also sang so many songs about Rama, come towards me. Rama, come and sit inside my heart. That's what Andal is also doing. However, it seems like she's just describing this forest. There's a cave, there's a lion. This Lion King is what she's referring to. What is the purpose of that for us? You see in our Acharya Granthams. Before also I've shown that every single line that Andal has given, when we refer to the Lord's Tamarai Kannan, everything is a metaphor. Is this also a metaphor? But in this metaphor, you don't even see the name of the Lord itself. Rest of them is a simile. You see the difference between a simile and a metaphor? The simile is one where you refer to the name and you say like this. The metaphor is where you just say the thing itself. This is even next level to that metaphor. It doesn't even say anything about the Perumal itself. It doesn't even have his name. You see that Sri Vedanta Desikar has given a beautiful natakam. He has composed a lot of scriptures, but he's also composed a play. He's composed a play called Sankalpa Suryodayam. What is the reason for a great Acharya to compose a play? Is he going to see that in theaters and is he going to make money off of that? No. What is the point of this play? In that play, the characters are none other than Vivekam, the soul, the Atman. Each of the characters is a metaphorical character. It is an allegorical play. Through each character, we understand. He is trying to show through that play the concept of this entire Siddhantam. He shows that one of the characters is the Ajnanam, the person that the lack of knowledge, the ignorance. He sees another character as the Jnanam, the other character as the Vairagyam. You see so many different things. This is what he does through this play. He's trying to give us those ideas of the Sampradaya. Similarly, Andal is trying in all the different ways possible to get into our mandamatis, into our these foolish heads, that he is the protector. Why is she trying so many times? We are repeating the same thing again and again. It is because even no matter how much we say all of these things, no matter how much Andal tries to tell us this, eventually one day something bad might happen to us. Some astrologer might come to us and say that if you do this, if you go to this place, you go circle around 108 times, you break 108 coconuts. You see, even in India, you see a lot of practices where they say if you take salt and you put it inside that temple kolam, that all your papams will go away. What ended up happening there is the poor fish, the fish that entire column has turned into a salt water. Now the fish that used to live there aren't living there anymore. So that is what you see out of such practices, as opposed to any of the papam going or your health getting better, right? So that's why Andal is continuously saying, because we are yetta tinna pittam teliyum. We are thinking that through what we are going to remove our suffering is what the approach we have. It's not to blame us that we are living in such a world where we think we have such struggles. However, Andal and all the Arvas are continuously trying to stick it into our mind in any way possible that he is the protector, that we do not have to worry about a thing. And so they're trying in every single last way possible, including a play, including giving this sort of description, any way possible. They're trying to get it into our heads that we do not have to try to protect ourselves through all these practices. We can just trust in him, is what they're showing. So what does she show in the next half of the pasuram? Podarma pole ni puve puvanna. Puve puvanna refers to he who has the dark complexion. Puve pu. You're supposed to break it as, traditionally we are saying as puve puvanna. You're not supposed to break it that way. You're supposed to say it as puve pu. Puve is the type of pushpam. Puve pu vanna. He who is in the color of the puve pu. What is that color? He is the Mega Shaman. It's a dark colored pushpa. What is the significance of that? We see even in Thiruppāvai Pāsuram, Pachima malai pol meni, Pavaravai kamalachangan, Achuta amarare ayattam kurunde nennum, Ichoita veriyan po indra logamalum, Achoy pernum vende narangamana verulane. Tondaripudi Arvai refers to Krishna or the deity of Srirangam as Pachima malai pol meni. He is in the color of green. We look at Srirangam, he is only black in color. Everywhere else, they're only saying Mega Shaman, etc., etc. They're saying he's like the cloud, where he's blue in color. The question is, why is he called as Pachai? Is he green suddenly? The answer was given by my acharya. And if you go on the train in the south of India, you will see a lot of nels. You will see a lot of paddy fields. You will see the green paddy fields there, and they will have these huge grasses in that field. And if while you're passing by very fast, you will see that the wind is blowing against it, and at the same time you are passing by it very fast. You will see that within that green, you will only see black color. You will only see the shadow, and you will see the darkness. That is a specialty of the paddy fields. When you pass by them, you will see the darkness. The green also refers to black alone. Any color that the Alvars refer to as Perumal being, it all goes back to the fact that he's Mega Shaman. He is like the color of the cloud, the dark cloud. Why is he the color of the dark cloud? Because the cloud does not see where to rain. Rains on this person has paid their taxes, this person is good to the environment, it rains only that. It rains equally across. And so that's what Embeleman also does. He rains equally across on every single last entity. Is what is shown here. So the rest of this pasuram applies to everybody. Is what is shown here. What does he do? He's coming to us. To this, this pasuram actually is accredited to Srirangam. You see in the commentary as well, it is said that Ivayellam Namberamal Pakkal Kanalam. However, at the same time as well, the P.V. Anangaracharya Swami, in his commentary, showing that each pasuram is equivalent to a Divyadesam, he shows this pasuram as showing Srirangam. What is the specialty of Srirangam? In Srirangam, there's 5 types of nadais that you see with Perumal. He walks in 5 different types of ways. What are these 5 different types of ways? Of these 5 different types of ways, Valmiki has shown 4, Kambar has shown the last one. Again, back to Ramayanam. Valmiki Ramayanam, you see 4 different types of walks, the way the Lord walks in the temple. I will list out what those 4 are. It is the Simha Gati, the Vyagra Gati, the Rishabha Gati, the Gaja Gati, and Satpa Gati. What is first is the Simha Gati. He walks like the lion. He walks very majestic like the lion. You see Perumal, as soon as he leaves on Ekadasi Parpadi, he will come like this. He will look on both sides, just like the lion is looking on both sides as it walks. It shakes its mane and walks on both sides. You can see that in Namberamal as he's doing his Parpade. Next, you will see the Vyakra Gati. He walks like a tiger. He runs. You see even on Oyalis and stuff, especially during this Utsavam, you can see him run so fast at certain points, certain places. He will run very fast like a tiger. He will be very swift, very small. Within seconds, he'll be across the entire temple. Srirangam is considered to be the 3rd largest temple in the entire world. So that's how fast he is. He will be within seconds from one side to another. That's how you see that Vyakra Gati. Next, you will see the Rishabha Gati. He walks like the bull with a sense of pride and respect. He will walk take up a lot of space, and he will walk with that Rishabha Gati. Finally, you see the Yana Gati, or you see the Gaja Gati. That is, he walks like the elephant. He's very respectable. He has a lot of greatness. He's the topmost. You see the lion, the elephant is very large. Similarly, he is also very large when he walks like this. Why is this? That is what is shown by Podarima Pole. He walks like that. He is coming towards us. That is what the lion also wakes up and comes out. Similarly, he is also coming towards us. Why is Namberamal taken here? We were talking about Rama. Shashank, you were talking about lion, Rama, Namberamal, all separately. Where is the connection? You go to Srirangam, you see a very interesting story. There's a Nambella Idu Kalakshepam right outside of Peri Perumal's Sannadhi. Right outside of the Sannadhi, once you go outside, on your left side, you will see this small mandapam, less than the size of this room, in which Nambellai had said the arthams, the meanings for the entirety of the Thiruppāvai. And so Namberamal during that time wanted to hear those arthams. Peri Perumal is the one that is laying down flat. The Ranganatha, the Moolasthanam, the Moola deity, he is laying down. He wanted to hear these arthams. So what he did was, it is said that he got up and he tried to go outside of the Moolasthanam. At that time, you see that Peri Perumal is more than 20 feet long. He is a very long deity. However, the Acharyas did not say that he was, and the Moolasthanam, because he is laying down, the ceiling is not too high. The Acharyas did not say that he was too tall, he did not fit through. They said he was too fat, he could not fit through. Why is he too fat? Because he's eaten so much butter and he's laid down that Periya Perumal is considered to be Krishna avatar. So that is why you see that he's so fat apparently that he can't even fit through that door, is what is joked by our Acharyas. And so that's what you see with Periya Perumal, Ranganatha. So that's Krishna. Now you brought in Krishna as well. Lion, Krishna, Rama, and also this. So you see Nambiramal. What is okay? You have to give some sort of, where is Rama coming into this? You look at Nambiramal. Nambiramal, when he walks, he will have a slight bend. He will slightly bend over and walk when that Vigraham itself, that deity itself, Nambiramal, the Utsava Murti, the procession deity, he will have a slight bend when he is walking. You will see that in the Vigraham itself. Why is that? Because he has the humility of Rama. Despite being Rajadi Rajan, despite being the person who's ruling the entire world, Sankoludaya Thiruvaranga Chalvana. You see that Thiruvaranga Perumal, that Sriranganathan, he has a senkol, he has a staff in his hand that is signifying that he is the one controlling the entirety of the universe. Srirangam is considered to be the first of the Divyadesams, the ruling capital city of all the Divyadesams. Vaikuntham is also a Divyadesam. Parkadal is also a Divyadesam. But the Sriranganatha is the one that is ruling those places as well, is what is shown here. And so he is the one that is ruling the entirety of the world. Yet he is still bending down with that humility. Who else can we see that than in Rama, who has that, despite being the ruler of Ayodhya, he has that humility. So that's why Nambiramal is seen as Rama. So any of these nadais is Rama's nadai. And so how does Rama come to us? You see these 5 different types of nadais. Is it just the beauty of the nadai? The nadais are very beautiful. You can go see in Srirangam. I gave you the 4 nadais, plus also Satpa nadai, Satpa Gadi. He comes like the snake, is what is shown by Kambar. These 4 nadais are shown by Valmiki. Kambar adds an extra one, Kambar in his Ramayana, and he adds this Sarpagari. You see all 5 in Nambiramal. What is the significance of that? Oh, he comes fast, he comes. Does that mean we have to go faster for the parpar or something? No. There's a significance to each one of these. First, you look at Simhagati. He comes with that beauty. That Simham, it comes with the beauty. It is looking on both sides. It's coming with the beauty. One, he is looking at all of us. He's showing. As soon as he comes out of the Molastan, the first Gati is always the Simha Gati. As soon as the lion comes out of the cave, it's roaring. That is what you see in the Simha Gati. As soon as he comes out, he's showing himself as the lion. He has this walk, especially as he comes down those stairs. That's how the walk that he shows. Especially in the first Prakar, we will only see the Simha Gati. What is the significance of that? Simha Gati, he's looking at us continuously. Similarly, he also has the beauty. We look at everything in this world as Perumal's beauty. We should see the beauty in every last thing is something that Ayavars say. That is what is shown by the Simhagati. That is Perumal's beauty. Next, you see the Vyagragati, the tiger. The tiger is known to be very strong, very fast. He will come to us very fast. Within seconds, he will come to our head. That is what is shown here. Within seconds, he will also leave our head if he wishes to. So we should not think that we are the ones, we should not think that we are the ones thinking of him. He will come in seconds. He will also leave in seconds. That is the Perumal. You see that fastness. It also denotes Shakti. Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti. Remember those? That Shakti. It denotes that strength that the tiger has. He has that speed. He has that ability that the tiger has, is what is shown by that Shakti. Next, you see the Rishabhagati. What does the Rishabhagati show? It shows the pride and confidence of the bull. He walks like the bull with such confidence. What does that show? If he is confident, what is he confident about? He's confident about the fact that he's going to protect us. That is what his confidence is. If he's Anandamaya, he's happy because he's always protecting us. If he has that confidence, it's because he's always going to be Sarva Rakshakan, he's always protecting us. So then why, if he has that confidence, why should we not have that confidence that he's protecting us? Is what is shown in Mumukshupadi. You should have that unflinching confidence that he will come take care of us. Without a miss, you should be sure of the fact. People can say that is pride, that, oh, you are thinking that. One great story. I went to Tirumala Tirupati. At that time, I wanted to go for 3 sevas in Tirumala Tirupati. I had gone. I was going to go for the GR seva, that is the standard, and then also for the NI darshan. I thought I'll go through that as well. And so afterwards, I really wanted to go for a 3rd seva. So I said, I really want to go for this 3rd seva. However, the people around me were like, that's not possible, Shashank. I said, no matter what, I'll make it happen. I said it with confidence. Even if Perumal comes to stop me, I'll make sure that I somehow or the other get this 3rd seva. Because it's been years, 10 years or so, 15 years or so since I last been to Tirumala Tirupati. So I really wanted to have that 3rd seva as well, see him as much as I can. They said, Shashank, that is ahankaram. You should not have that ahankaram. I said that Perumal will make it happen. What happened? I went to Tirumala Tirupati. I went for the first darshan. Second darshan also happened the next day. After the first darshan was over, I went to the Dvajastambam because it is traditional practice to do Shashtanga Namaskaram in front of the Dvajastambam. At that time, two Shiva Vaishnavas that I know previously from Marwar were passing through with another Ekangi Swami who did Kaingariam there. They saw me, they were like, oh, Shashank, what are you doing here? They took me for the third seva. You see that I did not take any ticket, I did not wait in line, nothing happens. But that's not correct. I should also wait in line. I'm not telling you guys to do that. That's a wrong on my part. However, that confidence played off. That confidence that you have to have that confidence that he will protect us. You should not think that, oh, he will do that for our world, he will not do it for us. Oh, he'll do it for the rishis, he will not do it for us. He will do it for every single one of us. He's Puve Puvanna is what is shown here. We should have that confidence because he has that confidence. He's Rishabhagati. He comes in the Rishabhagati. Finally, you see the Gajagati. He comes as the elephant with this great, large presence that shows his Swamitvam. It shows his greatness. He is the controller of the entirety of the universe. That Swamitvam, the fact that he is the Swami, we are the owned. He is the owner, we are the owned, is what is shown. Swami Sutta Bhavam. It shows that in that Sambandham is seen in that Gati, that he is the Swami, he is the Lord of the universe, is shown through his elephant Nadai. Finally, Kambar, this is what Valmiki shows. Kambar shows an extra Gati, which you also see in Nambarama. The Sarpa Gati, he comes like a snake. What is the significance of that? Nambarama will pass through small cracks and crevices and he will go really fast like a snake. He will slither through is what you see with Nambarama. What is the significance of that? I previously referred to one of the girls as like a snake. Perumal, what is the significance of that? She was able to go through and fit to the size of the whole. Snakes, they will fit through to the size of whatever they need to pass through. Perumal will also fit his anugram to our needs. He will not just give us this blanket prescription that, oh, you need this, everybody gets Tylenol. He will not do that. He, based on every single person's needs, he will give us. That's what is shown by the Sarpagati. He fits his way into our hearts. He will give us exactly what we need is shown in the Sarpagati. These 5 Gatis is what is shown in this pasuram as well. That Maari, malai, muzhainjil, kedandurangum. That Singam, it is sleeping. You see Nam Periya Perumal, he's laying down, he's always thinking about us. He's thinking about how he can protect us. And then what does he do? He gets up in these Parpadis and then he comes out as Nam Perumal. Maari malai muzhainjil, kedandurangum, serious Singam. He's sleeping. He comes out with all these loud vadyams, etc. to show that he's there to protect us. So you see even in the Bhagavad Gita, it starts off by Krishna. He blows his conch and all the worries of the Pandavas go away. The worries of the Kauravas start then only, right? Similarly, when you hear the horns blaring in Srirangam, the similar vadyams you hear before the Parpade, all our worries will also go away as we realize that he's coming towards us. We don't have to stand in this 5-hour line to go say Periya Perumal. Now, right now, you see in Vaikuntha Ekadasi, it is very hard to go see Periya Perumal because the lines are so huge in Srirangam. However, Namperumal, by blowing that conch, that sound, he will come, he will remove the worries and he shows himself. Easily you can see Namperumal. If you go right now, anybody can easily see Namperumal just by being in the premises itself because he comes out for us to see him. That's what the lion was also doing. Maari malai muzhainjil, kedandurangum, serious Singam, marivutruthi virithu, Veri Mayir Pongaya Parum Pendu Muinamandu Morangi Porappa. It's coming out of its cave and it's roaring. That is what also Namperumal is doing in these 5 Gatis. That's what you see. He's doing that not only for some people, for everybody. Come here, is what Andal is saying. Come sit in this throne. The throne is known to have 4 different qualities. Actually, 8 different qualities is what is shown in the commentary. It has 4 different qualities, this throne, mainly Dharmam, Jnanam, Vairagyam, Aishwaryam. Dharmam, you see righteousness. Vairagyam, Jnanam, you see that knowledge. Vairagyam refers to the fact that we do not need anything other than Perumal. It is that letting go of other things and focusing on what is important, right? And then finally, Aishwaryam is the wealth. But you, Shashank, you said there's 8 different qualities that is shown in the commentary because Perumal is not only the ones that is controlling these 4 things and giving these 4 things. He's also giving the exact opposite as well, as shown in the commentary. He's also the one that is giving adharmam. He's also the one that is giving ajnanam. He's also the one that is giving avairagyam. He's also the one that is giving aishwaryam. Why is that? Because only out of those things, what did I say? Only when there's darkness will we appreciate the light. So he gives that darkness, and then also he gives the light for us, so that we appreciate the light, right? Only when he's inside the cave for so long, if the lion was here all the time, right? We wouldn't really appreciate the lion. The lion is just walking around. We would feel like, oh, lion is here. It's like the cockroach then. It's everywhere, right? But in reality, he's not like that. He's the lion. He's sitting inside. And at the right time, he will come out and roar, is what is shown here. That is what is shown by the Simhasanam. The Simhasanam has 8 legs, which represent all of these things which he is willing to give us, is what is shown in the commentary. That is what he's coming here. What is the true Singhasanam? What is the true throne he's going to sit in? Our heart. Our heart is the true throne that Andal is calling into. She's saying, come and sit in my heart. She's saying, come here and give me the kripa. The point is brought here that till now it was seen that Andal was going to Perumal. She was going to, waking up these people, going to his house, etc. In this pastime, she's showing that we thought that we were coming on our own. In reality, that was wrong. Swagata Swikaram is not true. To think that we are the ones going to his temple is not correct. He is the one that is the lion. He is the Namperimal that is doing Paragata Swikaram, that is coming to us and sitting in our heart. That means Nyatritve Sheshatvam. He is the one that is giving the knowledge of him. Sheshatve Kartitvam, Nyatritve Kartitvam, Sheshatve Kartitvam as well. That Sheshatvam, the thing that we are the ones serving him and we are also doing actions, is a conflict. That is what is shown here, that he is the one that is coming and giving us that Sheshatvam. He is the one that is showing us that he is the one protecting us. He comes into our heart, is what Andal says. Did Andal really think that she was going? We are the ones that are thinking that we are going to Perumal. She is pointing out to us that we were not the ones really coming. He is the one that is coming and sitting in our heart. So she's saying, see, what reason? You think on your own. You, according to your sankalpam, your interest, you come and sit in our heart, is what he's always been doing. Andal is just telling us that by saying that, telling him to do that. She's telling him to do that. You come here and sit in our heart according to your wishes. But in reality, he is the one that has always been doing that. She's just telling us that he's coming and sitting in our heart. That Paragata Swikaram is the truth. Namberumal comes to us. You see so many people in Srirangam, so many people in most temples, in Madaviris, you see in Divyadesams, they will not go to the temple at all. They will just wait until Perumal comes to their house, and then they will go outside. They will go for the parpad. Every 10 days or something, there will be a parpad. You look at Triplicate, Tiruvallikeni Patsari Perumal temple, you see that almost every single day there's some parpad or something. So every day he's coming to our house. They will never go to the temple. He will come to us. That is the point that Andal is also trying to show through these gatis. Amberimal is also trying to show us that he is the one that is the protector. He is the one coming to us, is what Andal is showing through this lion metaphor. With this, we will conclude today's pastime. Maari muzhainjil manni kirandurangu Siriya Singha Mari Uchati Vidite Vein Mayapungay Parum Pendulari Moidamantu Mangi Purapatir Poleni Puvai Puvanna Uncoil Ningane Ponderly Oprea Siriya Singhasanatiran Yamanda Karya Mara in Harulero and Pavai. Just 2 points. We see that first, tomorrow's topic is the hyping up Hari. That is what Andal Gulamananda is hyping up Hari. That's what we're going to do. Next, one other thing is that we see that we have given the dates for Thiruppāvai Masam, these Upanyasams and Seva Kalam, for until the 13th. 13th is Bogi Pandige. However, there's only 29 days in Maari this year. So because of that, Chitram Sirigale, the 29th pastime will come on the 13th. To accommodate to the fact that we need to also look at the last pastime, and also usually it's traditional that on the last day you're supposed to give the quick summary of all 30 pastimes. I will give the meaning of all 30 pastimes, and so because of that, we are going to have the Satamari, or the last pastime. We are going to see it on the 18th. We will look at the details will be sent out about that, but on the 18th, that same day, same time, I think that morning, we will look into the last pastime. The Vanga Kadalgani, the meaning I will explain it on that day, the 30th pastime. Andal says what he will give back. Andal's return gift is the topic for that day. I'm supposed to give. I'll give the next 4 days topic afterwards. But that day's topic is Andal's return gift. What does she give us? And if you missed any of the other days, right, you can get the summary on that day itself. All 30 Pāsurams meanings we'll see on that day. So with that, we will conclude.
Srimati Ramanujan. So Swami beautifully explained the walk, the gait in which the Supreme Lord walks, just like the lion walk, the elephant walk, the walk just like a snake, a beauty of the grace, gracefully the snake slides. So like that he walks. So where did Lord Ram learn all these things? So it is said that he learned it from Namperumal, the deity of Srirangam, the Namperumal, the processional deity of Namperumal, was worshipped by Lord Ram himself. So Lord Brahma used to perform tapas for a very long time just to have a glimpse of the Supreme Lord. Then the Lord, out of his own compassion, he appeared in the form of Archamurti, the Murti that is very visible to all of us. So he appeared in the form of Archamurti and he gave it to Brahma. Brahma in turn gave it to the rulers of the solar dynasty, the Surya Kala Vamsa. And since Rama was also part of the solar dynasty, he inherited. It is said that he could have born. See, after all, he took the birth of a human being so that he can defeat Ravana. Ravana had asked for a boon that only humans and monkeys could actually. He had excluded humans and monkeys. All other beings, they could not kill him. So Rama could have just born as any human being, but he chose to be born in Vishwakukulam as a emperor there, simply because he can do Aradhanam, he can do Thiruppāvai, he can do worship of Lord Namperumal. Always he is doing worship of Lord Namperumal, and seeing the way in which he used to walk, he also started walking in a beautiful way. In this way, our acharyas enjoy the greatness of Namperumal here. So as we have seen, we will also see that this Pāsuram also refers to the glory of our acharyas. So before that, we will see a beautiful sloka from Vedanta Desika, a great acharya. He says that one glance of an acharya, just one glance of an acharya, to what can we compare? He says it is incomparable. Can we compare it to the 3 eyes of Lord Shiva? He says no. Can we compare it to the 8 eyes of Lord Brahma? He has 4 heads and 8 eyes. So can we compare it? He says no, that is also not a fitting comparison. Can we compare it to the 1,000 eyes of the Supreme Lord Sriman Narayana? He says that is also not a very apt comparison. Can we sum up all these 3? 3 plus 8 plus 1,000, 1,011 eyes. Can we compare just the glance of an acharya to the divine look of these 1,111 eyes? He says no, that is also not a fitting comparison. The compassion that an acharya shows to us cannot be compared to anything else. It is by its own, if at all you have to compare, it is to itself only we can compare. So that is the greatness of the acharya. Because if the acharyas were not there, today we will not know what is Thiruppāvai. We will not know who is Andal. And we will not know all these beautiful commentaries. Without these beautiful commentaries, we will not be able to understand what is the confidential teachings, what is the message that Andal is trying to convey to each one of us. None of this would have happened but for the grace of great acharya. So to that extent, he is celebrated that the 16th song, Nayagana Indra, was celebrating the grace of Nathamanigal. Then in the 18th song, Undu Maligaretran, we saw how it refers to Swami Ramanujan himself. Then in the 21st song, Petra Kalanga Edirpungi Meedalippa, we saw how it refers to Swami Manavala Mamunikal. And this song, 23rd song, Maari muzhainjil Mandikara Durgam, it is referring to another great acharya called Vedanta Desika, or popularly known as Desika. So here, Maari muzhainjil Mandikara, Andal talks about a beautiful hill actually. This hill is nothing but the Tirumala hill. And Swami Vedanta Desika is supposed to be the incarnation of the bell of Lord Thiruvengadamuriyan, the Lord of the 7 hills. So he was a bell, and he has appeared in the form of Acharya in front of all of us about 700 years back. So Maari muzhainjil Mandikkarandaramam, serious singam ariguttu tivirutte. He is supposed to be compared to a lion. In fact, Lord Ranganayaki Tayar, the mother Ranganayaki, gave him a title, Kavitarkika Kesari. He was a Kavi, he was a great poet. He was also a great Tarkika. He was a very good in logic. He was able to establish very firmly the Siddhanta of the Vedas, the inner meanings of the Vedas. They were all expounded very nicely by Bhagavat Ramanujacharya Swami in his commentary of Sri Bhashya and Sudha-Parikasa, etc. Then there were a lot of people who did arguments only for the sake of arguments. There was not real merit in some of these arguments. They were not having the humility to listen. So Vedanta Desika, he blessed with lots of words, lots of great words. If there was one Acharya who has gone into the depths of all Vedanta, it is Swami Vedanta Desika. Not only that, he has gone into the depths of Buddhism, Jainism, all these matas which are not even accepting the Vedas, and using even their own arguments, he used to completely explain why those matas are all self-contradictory. They will say something and they will say something else which contradicts their own statement. In this way, he blessed with books, great. Not only did he do upadeshas, that he, educated his disciples, he also wrote books, which is another great activity of his compassion. He wrote books like Paramada Bhangam, then so he wrote various books, Satadushini, where he gives a lot of arguments why the Advaitic philosophy cannot be taught to be as complete. So in this way, he blessed with beautiful books. But at the same time, he was also a poet. So he has given very beautiful prabandhas like Daya Sadakam, Achyuta Sadakam, etc. These poems are very, very pleasing to hear, and it contains the message of the Advars. He took the message of Advars, which is in the Tamil language, and he wanted even the scholars and other people to benefit from these messages. So he gave them all in Sanskritam and in easy Tamil, and also a mixture of Sanskritam and Tamil called Prakrita Bhasha, etc. So he gave them in all these languages so that everybody can actually benefit from the works of the Advar. Muri நிமிர்ந்து முழங்கி புறப்பட்டு போதருமா போலே நீ பூவை பூவண்ணா உன் கோயில் நின்று மிங்கனே போந்தருடைய. Un கோயில், here it refers to, he was born in Kanchipuram. Lord Varadaraja used to be his deity. He used to be very much, he used to love Lord Varadaraja. But not only did he stay in Kanchipuram, later on he moved to Srirangam, and then he blessed with a lot of works like Sadadushini, etc., where he counters all the arguments of these people who came to argue only for the sake of arguing. He listened patiently to these arguments, and he also explained to them why their own philosophy is not complete. And he wrote in the form of books so that all of us can also benefit. Even today, it is said that for books like Sadadushini, there is no counter. Nobody was able to write anything, countering all these arguments. It was so strong, it was so powerful, it was so firm. So that was the greatness of the Acharya. And then finally, he said, Yamanda Karyam Arai Tarulel Urubhava. So it is our prayer to Lord Vedanta Desika, popularly also known as Vedanta Acharya, so that he will bless his mercy, so that all that wisdom, all that knowledge, all the right things that we are supposed to be learning, and also the sweetness of the Prabandhams, the Alva's Prabandham, may that also grace within our hearts. So with that, we will stop today's Pasuram. And Vedanta Acharya Varyo means Sannidhittam Sradahrithi.